The point of this video is really about entrepreneurship and business, because so many of the people that I work with, oftentimes, like me, they achieve a major milestone in their business, and then guess what? They feel nothing. Maybe not immediately feel nothing, but the excitement that you get when you've accomplished something goes away quick. Or you look around at everything that you've built and then wonder to yourself, is this really it? Is this it? Come on. We all get fooled into thinking that we hit a particular milestone in our business that then we'll feel fulfilled. And if we work harder or longer to feel fulfilled or accomplished, that will work. And the crazy thing is, it never works. Because the horizon that we were shooting for, we never get to the horizon. The horizon keeps moving with us at the same speed that we're moving toward it. We never bother to look back, and we never slow down, and we think that the fulfillment is something out there. And we also struggle with feeling like an imposter. We believe that fulfillment will come when we finally stop feeling like we're not worthy of what we have, that we're not an imposter. When you can claim your own business as yours. The truth of all this is entrepreneurial fulfillment is not about what you achieve. It's about how you show up for the game that you're playing. I'm sure you've heard the adage, the joy of the journey. It's fucking true. The joy is in the journey. And we get hung up thinking that we're not supposed to go through the trials and tribulations that come with being an entrepreneur. We want that pain to go away, and it doesn't go away. And we got to fall in love with the pain. We got to fall in love with the hard work. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but in this video, I'm going to break down how you can stop feeling like this, how I've helped a lot of my clients with this so that they can start to transform their business and their life from the inside. So with that being said, let's get into it. There's something in entrepreneurship that I call the fulfillment gap. I've already hinted to it or about it in the beginning of this. But the gap comes in the misalignment between what we think we want and really what our deeper inner values are. Like we have a deeper inner compass that is pointing to something that our mind in that moment is not pointing to. So there's disharmony. And because of that, your business metric and your life metrics are like not talking to each other. They're disconnected. And so your success creates an empty victory. It's the endless pursuit of more without really knowing your deeper why. Like the question becomes, how much is enough? Because a lot of the people I work with are already successful and they're on this train of more. For what sake? So one of the shifts that I help people make is this shift from going from external validation to internal alignment. It doesn't mean you have to stop pursuing the big dreams that you have for your business. It doesn't mean that at all. Everything can look exactly the same as it did yesterday, and everything can be different because suddenly you're aligned on the inside. You're redefining your success beyond the financial metrics. You create a holistic scorecard for your life. I usually put those into 5 buckets: your physical health, your personal relationships, peace of mind and spirit, the impact that your business is having, and then things you're doing outside of work to find joy, the way you spend your time not working. I've already mentioned, embracing the journey instead of focusing on the destination, finding joy in solving problems rather than eliminating them. Problems are going to happen. It's just normal. A lot of people think that the path to success is this linear path. Well, no, it's like crazy. When you start to think about your whole life, integrating your work with your whole life, with your whole self. Your business should serve your life, not consume your life. There's another piece to this. It's the judgment that comes in not being enough, not thinking you're enough, not thinking you're working hard enough or getting there fast enough. And that creates self-judgment. And when you're judging yourself, you can't be your best. It's like the baseball player at the plate thinking to himself, I better not strike out. I better not strike out. I can't afford to strike out. I need to hit here. I need to hit here. I need to hit here. The nervousness that he creates, the tension that he creates in his body makes it impossible even hit the ball. Of course he strikes out because baseball is a game of microseconds. So you've got to start to recognize the distinction between your thoughts and your worth. Your thoughts don't necessarily tell you about your worthiness. They tell you about your unworthiness. So you've got to start to practice self-compassion when you have setbacks, when things don't go the way you want. You want to think about developing a healthier relationship with failure, because there's no such thing as failure. You're either winning or you're learning. not winning and losing, winning or learning. Failures become just points on data points. I mean, this is going to sound weird, but for all of the chaos that President Trump creates, you never hear him talking about, I wonder if it'll work. It's working. It's the best. It's the greatest. He's seeing everything that he does as miraculous benefits to the world. It's the greatest. He doesn't see failure. And if he fails at something, he learns. Challenges, they're just opportunities for growth, rather than evidence that you're inadequate. So, what should you do? What are practical steps toward entrepreneurial fulfillment? Create a personal definition of success that encompasses all these domains, all the ones I talked about a little earlier. There's 5 domains. Establish daily practices that connect you to your deeper purpose. See, these steps are simple. They're not easy. Because if you haven't been practicing these things, it's not like they're going to just happen. To somebody that's been sitting on a couch eating bonbons and watching TV for the last 10 years, it's not easy to just get up off the couch and start doing something. But that's exactly what is required. You want to design your business to honor your boundaries and your energy, not the other way around. You don't want to work in your life around your business. And that takes time. Time blocking is a great technique that people use with their calendars. Taking elements of their time and pre-selecting them. And then you got to honor those commitments in your calendar. Build a support system of peers who understand the journey that you're on. Find other people who are going through this too. Be around them. Community is the greatest factor in helping you pull yourself forward. Surround yourself with the people that are going through what you're going through, but who also see you as more than just your business. The bottom line is the greatest shift happens when you realize that your business is not your identity. It's a vehicle for expressing who you are and then creating the impact you want to have in the world. I remember when I made this shift. I had built what looked like on the outside like incredible success, but man, I wasn't fulfilled. I felt like I was a fraud. I felt like I was just marking time, that I was kind of this inner misery on the inside. Like my relationships weren't authentic the way I wanted them to be, especially the one with my wife. I was like, God, is this it? I felt disconnected from all these elements. My health even was suffering. I was getting sick like twice a year. And even though I had decent numbers in my bank account, I didn't feel wealthy because I was racing to keep up with what I thought was keeping up with everybody else. And then I started playing a bigger game. One that included all aspects of my life. One that allowed me to see the truth in me. One that allowed me to align with my inner purpose and my inner fulfillment. And creating a space in here, in my heart, like home. So that I always felt welcome here, like a safe place that allowed me to be home. I mean, it's hard to really talk about the difference that made in my life, because suddenly all the thoughts that I thought were so me, they became way less important. And I listened to them less. I know that sounds weird to most people in the Western world, to listen to your thinking less, but man, your thinking doesn't always lead you to good places. So listen, if you're ready to redefine your success on your own terms and create fulfillment that extends beyond your business metrics, take action today. Write down what success feels like, not just what it looks like. What does it feel like? What do you want? Include all those areas of your life. What do you want success? The money in your bank account doesn't mean anything if you don't have anyone to spend it on or with. Don't wait until you've reached another milestone to address the emptiness you might be feeling now. I'm talking to you. This is not something that many people share outwardly. So if you're listening to this and you're feeling resonance for whatever reason, don't wait. You've got one shot at this life. Time is swiftly passing by. It's a journey to get to the other side. It took me years. Hopefully the people that I work with, it doesn't usually take years, but I kind of had to invent the road myself. The entrepreneurs who find lasting fulfillment are those who design their businesses around their lives, not the other way around. You don't have to work harder. You have to work harder when some elements of your life are like anchors and they're holding you back, holding you down. You want to start to think about aligning more deeply with what matters to you most. So listen, if you'd like help with this, in making some of these transformations in your health, your wealth, your relationships, your life, and you want help from someone who's done this, with over 100 clients, with over 100 people. I mean, really thousands of people when you count all the work that I've done in the fitness world, but specifically in this lane, I'd love you to book a call with me. You can book a call down below. We can connect. We can talk about what might be holding you back. And if you have any questions other than that, the best way is to reach me as a DM on Instagram at Andy Petronic, and that will also be linked below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. New format, new stuff. Trying this out, seeing if it resonates, and hope to see you here in the next one.